This is Gamer Weekly, bringing you the latest of what the video game scene has to offer. On today's episode of Gamer Weekly, I'll be talking to Jordy from Keoken Interactive, and we'll be talking about their game, Deliver Us the Moon. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Gamer Weekly. And I didn't mean to start with this NPR thing, but we were talking about it, so I thought it'd be kind of... With me today is Jordy from Keoken. And
how you doing, world? How you doing?
Hopefully the world responded with, we're doing good. We're doing all right. I hope
so.
So you guys are a fresh new company, a indie company. That's usually how that goes. But you guys are a fresh new company that are working on a game called Deliver Us the Moon. Not Deliver Us to the Moon, because everyone, from what you've told me as well, as everyone else has been trying to Google that as well and come up with nothing.
It's a common problem.
So,
I think we didn't think that one through too much, but the name is Deliver Us the Moon. Yeah.
So what exactly is Deliver Us the Moon?
Well, the premise of Deliver Us the Moon is that the Earth's resources are nearly depleted. So we at the WSA are fictitious kind of United Nations of Space agency, send a rogue astronaut to the moon to save humanity. And you have to explore the abandoned bases on the moon, figure out what kind of research is going on to find out what's the best way for mankind to move forward.
And so are there any asteroids that are going to come near the Earth?
It's less about asteroids coming to the Earth and more like I think influences for us were kind of stuff like Interstellar, The Martian. So, in Interstellar, like the Earth's resources are literally getting depleted. We have a similar take in our game, and that's why this astronaut needs to go to the moon. And the kind of lore of the game is that, the reason that these people went to the moon in the first place was because to try to survive outside of the Earth, a great testing ground would be the moon, as we thought.
So what you're telling... So will Bruce Willis show up in the game?
I mean, possibly.
Possibly. Okay, cool.
If the people want Bruce Willis, we're going to have to deliver Bruce Willis.
If the final level isn't you trying to dismantle some kind of giant thing coming to Earth with Aerosmith playing in the background, I mean...
You'll be pretty disappointed, right?
I mean, maybe. I might be.
Fair enough. A lot of people, it's so hard making a game and pleasing everyone, but hopefully we can deliver a Bruce Willis cameo and Deliver Us the Moon.
Or if anything, like a Bruce Willis lookalike. We got Woos Billis. That's gonna help you.
Yeah, Woos Billis sounds like it could be a good character for Deliver Us the Moon.
I think so. I think so too. So is this more of like a linear type game, or is it another kind of like a exploration, survival, crafting game?
Yeah, you literally hit it on the nose. It's all about survival and exploration. Exploration is the most prevalent thing about it. If you've ever seen any of what the game looks like, we're really good on style, and I think the game looks really beautiful, and we use music very well to kind of create an atmosphere of loneliness, because we really want you to feel like you're the only one on the moon, and like the astronaut in the game, you're trying to learn how to be a good astronaut, or a lunar traveler in this case.
So are you the only one on the moon?
You are the only one on the moon. It's a game that there's elements of creepiness to it, but we call it a hard sci-fi game. So we're trying to design it so it's entertaining enough, but we do want you to feel alone.
So is it more like, because I played a game that I felt like had a similar kind of tone to it. I don't know if you've played it before. It's called Gone Home. Yeah, so that game...
I actually got that game the other day, and I was kind of going through it. That game creates atmosphere, and you're all alone, and it kind of feels creepy as well, right?
Yeah, because that game was a Amnesia mod when it started, and so that was kind of like part of like why it had the creepy overtone thing to it. But it was just like a general unsettling, like, hey, you are alone, and you feel like there's always, like, you read like paranormal stuff in there, and you're like, oh, there might be something else here, so you're paranoid the entire time, but then you find out that there's nothing there. And I thought it was kind of cool because it kind of ties in with the story of it, where I don't want to spoil it for anyone out there that hasn't played it yet, but I felt at least to me, maybe I was reading too much into it, but I felt like the loneliness to it was kind of like how the plot was going, if you get what I'm saying.
Sure. Well, I actually haven't finished it yet, so.
Oh, then I I definitely don't want to spoil it.
But I was
then.
playing it because it was kind of similar in the sense that you're all by yourself as well. In our game, we want you to also feel the pressure, like of, what's going on back home and how much people are kind of depending on you to figure out what's going on the moon. And at the end, I can tell you, you're going to kind of get to make a decision on how that's going to play out. I don't want to reveal too much because we are still in development, and we have a long way to go. We're aiming to release at the moment in October 2017. So we got about a year from now. Hopefully we'll be out there and people will see our very first title, Deliver Us the Moon.
It's gonna be a ways away, but yes, it looks like you were saying though before. It looks fantastic.
Thank you.
And it said on your website that, I don't know if you guys said that you were planning on it or it was coming out for the other things. Like, are you guys sticking with PC for now, and then if you were hoping to get onto like PS4 and all that, or are you like, this is a guarantee?
Well, I can tell you this, and this is actually kind of funny. I'm not gonna totally reveal it because we're about 2 weeks away from revealing kind of huge news about our company. I can just say this much: we're on the cusp of joining with a serious partner for the game.
Ooh.
So actually, and this is the first time we're ever talking about it even at all. So we're on the cusp of that happening, and this partner has advised us that the release date would be best for October, next year, and also that kind of a little bit how the game should go, and we completely agreed, and they are going to give us the backing that we need to make this game even more insane than we wanted, and we kind of over the moon about everything. Over the moon. I did not mean to do that.
Don't lie.
But yeah, so we're really excited about it, and because of this partner, we can probably say very safely that it will be on PC, Xbox One, and PS4 for sure.
You heard it here first, guys. Yeah, that's right.
Literally, yeah.
I got the exclusive drop on it. Eat it, IGN.
Man, IGN's been ignoring me forever, so don't even worry about it. I prefer to talk to you, maybe.
Maybe, unless IGN has like some money they want to throw our way. Yo, hey.
Fair enough. IGN. Hey, actually, maybe they should hire you. I think you're pretty good.
Yo, IGN, hit me up. I know I just told you to eat it, but we can settle our differences. Well, I can negotiate. How much is your pay? Hopefully it's decent.
I only want to talk to Bannister.
That could be like my niche. I only talk to indie game developers because they're too cool to talk to the lower people.
I'm not talking to that guy, that other guy. I want to talk to Bannister.
I want to talk to the guy that knows how it is. The struggles of us.
That's right. That's my guy. Well, listen, it has been a huge struggle. Being an indie developer is very, very difficult. I was telling you before, like, we've gone through some trials, and I can tell you, I don't know if you know this about us. We had a successful Kickstarter.
I did see that.
Oh, did you? Oh, cool. We raised over 100,000 euros.
How much is that in US dollars?
It's about $140-something thousand.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it was. And let's all put it this way: we're indie in the sense that if that did not happen, we would not be having this conversation at this moment right now. So we developed it was kind of interesting. I'm the business developer for Keoken, so my job is to kind of market and try to just get the game out there. So we were sending demos out to everyone, and I was using very unique spam tricks to do that. But it was cool.
Every single website you were on, you're just copying and pasting everything.
How about every single website, every YouTuber, everybody, people who would play the game and hopefully blow it up. And really, we were aiming to market in the U.S. We're a Dutch company. But the neighbor next door in Germany knocked on the door, and when you're like looking for oil and you get that lucky strike, the most famous German YouTuber, a guy by the name of Gronk, picked us up, and he just blew us the fuck up. Like, you have no idea.
I don't have any idea.
And the thing about YouTubers is, people don't like they're really popular. People don't know who they are. Well, this dude in Germany is like stupid famous. I mean, the guy is so famous, it's weird. And he loved our prototype so much that he even did a Twitch stream about us where he titled it "Deliver Us the Money."
Nice.
And he literally raised us. You know, at that day we were in the first week we were over the halfway point with like $55,000. Sorry, euros. It's insane.
That
we couldn't believe it.
Man, I wish I had that kind of pull. But
well, dude, listen, we were very, sometimes you get lucky, but our big thing is what you do with luck. That's on you, right? So what we did was when he was doing this stream, we decided we would stream as well alongside of him, but on YouTube, so people could see our reactions to the money going up, like kind of like one of these like fundraisers on TV. And it was a great response, and we got a lot of fans, and so many, in fact, that now we stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays every week now on Twitch because we have a dedicated fan base now as well.
Dude, that's how you make it.
Yeah, definitely, and it was a really great experience, and ended up that actually, and not only that, every dollar that people donated to him on his Twitch stream during that stream, he donated to us. So that was another $20,000. The guy basically got us 2/3 of the money all by himself.
So basically, you're gonna put him in the game.
Yeah, he's in the game for sure. We even on our Kickstarter, we made we thought it was a cool idea. I don't know if you've ever seen Call of Duty once had like a museum of Call of Duty. We put like a museum of our lore with like different versions of our astronaut, different versions of our robot companion, your only companion in the game, Ace. And we thought it was very cool. And we even put like a Hall of Heroes in it, and where we have a portrait of him up there as well.
I was expecting a shrine, like he's sitting on a throne, and you guys, like it's all of you guys in the studio just bowing down to him.
I mean, believe me, if I ever meet that guy, I'm gonna do more than bow to him. I don't know if you've ever heard of Gamescom. It's the biggest kind of event for the consumers in the world, and it happens to be in Germany, in Cologne, Germany. And we finally, after almost a year, got to meet him, and he was just the loveliest guy. Really, just down-to-earth, cool dude.
Absolutely handsome guy.
We call him the beautiful bearded bastard.
I mean, hey, yeah, no, that works. I have actually heard of Gamescom. I haven't been there because obviously it's kind of a far trek.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, I've definitely heard of Gamescom. But yeah, dude, that's awesome. Like it
was a crazy ride.
That is dedication. Like
it is, and for us, we keep developing different things with the game. But when you get these kinds of laurels, they help you propel the game to greater heights. We because of that Kickstarter. And we got a lot of publicity about it in our we're indie still. I mean, honestly, the biggest problem we have for publicity is America. We just need to be more well known here. But it got us, Unreal. Our game's made an Unreal Engine 4, which we think is a great engine. I think it looks just very polished. And Unreal is Epic Games. They're a great company. We got a grant from them after that as well. They believe in the project. That was great. That was very helpful as well. And after that, because of all these things, we got chosen by Microsoft to present at E3.
Damn.
Which for us was like, dude. And when we went to the conference for Microsoft, we got like those VIP badges. It was me and my boss, Kuhn. Kuhn is the guy who started everything at the company, Kuhn Dietman. And we went together, and I got to tell you, it was a special moment when the ID at Xbox were like showing the indie games that are coming to Microsoft to Xbox One. They put us on the big screen, and we were just like, holy shit, we made it. And right after that, we ended up meeting the guy that we may partner with soon. I don't want to jinx it. Knock on wood. And all these things happen because we just are trying our very best and just working and trying to develop a great game, trying to make our dream come true.
That's honestly, that's pretty awesome. Like I feel like it's nice just to finally see everything start to come together, and you see that thing you've been working on for a really long time. I can understand because I too am going through that. But
dude, honestly, it all happened relatively quick. One of the things that we felt is we needed a third party to help us out because for what we wanted the game to be, we just didn't have the resources for it. What a lot of people kind of get confused, and I mean, listen, 100,000 euros is definitely a lot of money, but for a company with 10 people, it actually just goes real quick, just like poof, and it's gone. So we were literally again on the point of breaking when we secured what we were going to be announcing this partnership in a couple weeks. So we were very, very fortunate again.
Man, I'm so stoked. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait. And it's like, oh, it's coming out
honestly,
next
I
year.
kind of wish, I almost wish we could have done this interview like a couple weeks from now, so I can tell you like where I went to secure this deal, what happened, and like all the emotion that ran through my veins after that. Because it was like a very proud moment of mine personally.
I mean, we could always do another one. I mean,
sure. I'm definitely open to it. I've had a lot of fun. You're awesome, dude. I can tell you this: that I saw these dudes in New York, and this is very personal and hilarious. But I saw them in New York, and as is my job title, I kind of got to schmooze a little bit, And these are great guys. The guys we're gonna hopefully and most likely end up working with now.
Crossing fingers.
And I took the guys out, for beers, old school. And I went for a pee out in the street because I just had to, and I completely sharded my pants. I felt like my ass was way too lubricated, and it was a fucking disaster. And I remember we went to the next bar, and I was like, you pull down your pants, you see that diaper rash going.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, no.
It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. And I told them about it, and these are professional guys, and they just laughed their fucking ass off, and we had a great time.
I thought you were gonna tell me that they sharded with you, like they were like, oh, we did the same thing. We just
in spirit, I think they sharded with me.
They
definitely sharded on me because they busted my balls about it for the whole rest of the night.
Oh my god!
And I had to go commando. I had to throw out the boxers. I just was done.
This is honestly, I've talked about a lot of crazy things on this show, memes. Other things I can't think of right now, and I think this is the first episode where we talked about sharding. So
it happens.
We're breaking new ground.
And not only that, it happens in Deliver Us the Moon. There's a pivotal scene where the astronaut sharts, but it doesn't matter because he's in space and there's no one else around. In my case, there was a lot of people around that I had to make quick moves.
So Deliver Us the Moon is really just the fantasy you were having. Like, man, I wish I could be somewhere else right now with this pivotal moment in my life right now.
If I had my way with the story, it would be exactly that. Exactly. Yeah. A guy who sharts in public, and the shart is so strong that people smell it, and he's a social pariah. It's a social pariah, and he needs to leave the Earth to go to the moon. Simple as that. The end. That's the whole game.
I'm gonna show my girlfriend this episode, and she's gonna be like, "I'm really not surprised that this happened."
Yeah, I agree. Well, I will tell you. Maybe I should talk a little bit more about the game. I think you mentioned that this could happen, but there's elements in our game. So one of the things that this partner has told us is that we had this idea of making the game episodic, but they said actually you should not do that, and you should make it like an 8 to 10 hour game. So that's what we're working on, and he wanted us to limit the amount of bases, but to make it extremely, extremely dense. So it's taking us to kind of rework things. So even the demo that I sent you, while the integrity of Deliver Us the Moon is going to be completely unaffected, we are actually just making it the game that we always wanted to make it by just making it just more dense and rewarding the player. I mean, I guess a great example of it would be, maybe there's an area where there's like you can press a button and that lets you look at like video cameras on a site or something, And while at that moment they do absolutely nothing for you except take you to a screen that shows a camera of another area, maybe later on there'll be some kind of puzzling effect where we'll be, actually, can't we check the camera to see if something's there? And that'll help guide you like that. So that's how we're trying to design the game now.
So there will be like a linear story to it. Somewhat.
I think it is going to definitely be linear. We're going to try to, it's like, honestly, for example, games like Fallout that, they feel like kind of open world. They are still essentially linear,
There's always somewhere to go that you have to go.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to be, in that similar respect. You'll have freedom of movement, but but there is that linear path as well.
Well, I'm excited to play it. I know it's going to be I have that demo, which I still need to play.
Oh, you didn't play it?
I haven't had a chance. I haven't been home.
Do you have a computer?
I do.
Okay, good. It's for Steam. It's to be fair, it could be a little tough.
it's got a million viruses in it, doesn't it?
No. It's just like because of Unreal Engine is quite a strong, like it's very, it's you need a high end computer right now.
I've got
the prototype.
I've got a 760 GTX card.
Yeah, you'll be good.
All right,
yeah.
hopefully, because it kind of fluctuates. Because some other games that have used the Unreal Engine, it will run fine for a little bit, and then it'll kind of like fluctuate with the frames per second. I'm like, maybe I need to get a new graphics card, or maybe I just want a new graphics card. Maybe
it's both. Yeah, maybe it's both. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, these HD graphics. I need 4K. Like, I need that.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's a great thing about Deliver Us the Moon. We have it in the office. When we play it, it's in 4K.
Ooh.
So, and honestly, our actually, we use this. I can get a little technical too. I'm not just a business guy. When you're in a startup like we are, we kind of know everything about everything. So we use this program called World Machine. And we've actually generated a real map of the moon's surface. It's amazing. I've never seen something like that. Honestly, we didn't hit the goal, but we had a vision of making this game for VR. Because people just want to be on the moon in VR, It would be a very cool sensation. I don't know what you think about that. But,
I mean, that would be pretty awesome to feel like you're on the moon.
But our whole thing was we kind of scrapped it because to make a proper game in VR, you really need to start from the bottom up. And we had already developed the game, in a console way where you're not using a headset or whatever. But that does not mean that we may not explore it in the future.
Because like I was about to say, because I feel like making a game that's only in VR kind of might actually like limit.
Totally.
So, it'd be cool.
It's kind of a pioneer industry right now, VR.
It's very risky, especially for like an indie company. Like,
yeah,
no one's heard of you, and you just made a game that barely anyone can play right now. It's risky, but it could work.
It's super risky. But I mean, think about this. We sometimes think of it as we could have done it, and we could have made a cheeso moon exploration like simulation, And the problem with that is that the moon's actually quite a dull place.
There's nothing
it's funny.
To do.
When you play our demo, you'll realize it, and I can talk about it. But we actually, at the end, the kind of the goal of the demo is to get onto the surface of the moon. And everybody who is playing it is jonesing so hard to get to the surface of the moon. They just want to be on the surface of the moon. The problem, the reason we tease it and we cut you off there, we fade it out at that moon, is because the moon is actually a dull place. It's something that will get very old very quickly. So these bases in our game are almost like their own kind of characters in the game. They will keep the moon interesting, but there will be plenty of lunar, time as well. You even have a lunar kind of car that's badass as hell that you can, just freaking scorch the moon as well.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, no,
yeah.
I mean, can you catch stuff on fire in space?
I don't think so, but
maybe.
We have a rule. We try to be as logical as possible, but fun always is number one for us.
For the next time, we'll have to bring a scientist in. And he's like, we can do this, right?
Yeah, he'll probably destroy us.
He's like,
we're working on something. Somebody asked me once, like, can you put 0G? Because we have a scene that's in a space station, and we really wanted to, but it just was so fucking hard to do it. But I can also reveal as well that we are going to kind of do it a little bit. We figured out a way because people want it, and honestly, we think it's fucking cool, and we want it to.
And then it's just it's a short cut scene where a guy holds up his cell phone and he checks to see how many G's he has, and it's 0, and he just puts his phone down. And you're like,
no, it's a little bit better than that. It's a little, but I will. It's not super long. We're playing with some ideas, but there'll be a little piece of it. We have like a logical reason how it ends. The 0G ends. We have all these kind of ideas that we're working with right now. We have a really great team working on it. We've expanded it recently because of the partnership that we're getting ourselves into. So there's a lot of really exciting stuff on the horizon for this game, and honestly, I think with the partnership we're making, it's gonna. I really hope that it reaches a lot more people and that people get a chance to play it and enjoy it, because at the end of the day, being a game developer is so hard, and we know very well that when you're making a game where you're not killing shit, it's going to be hard for people to love it, or just a little bit outside the norm. we just hope that people give it a chance and enjoy it for what it is. It's kind of a movie kind of experience, you know.
Well, I'm excited. I mean, I don't know how many times I have to say that I'm excited. Everyone's like, we get it, Justin. You're excited. That's cool. Neat. But
I mean, if we got your back, then we should be good. We got the Bannister effect.
Yes, you have me. I didn't want to brag about it, but I am actually the reason why any indie game gets really big. Yeah. No, I'm not.
Well, I still think it's cool you reached out to us. We actually try to make it a point to try to talk to everyone who reaches out to us, and it can be very tough sometimes. And we definitely don't get to everyone, but I can tell you we get to about freaking 95% of everyone because I'm personally handling that, and I do my very best to make the time for anyone if we can. Because, like I said, we're small potatoes. You told me you've talked to smaller guys. Well, we're a pretty small company. We have ambitions of being bigger, but we're small, and we know where we came from. You know, like Jenny from the block.
Yes, I was just about to say.
Only we still have nothing. We started off, this company started off in my boss's kitchen, and we actually just got a brand new office. So that's pretty cool.
I thought you were going to be like, it started off in the boss's kitchen. Now it's in the living room. What up?
Not even that. We knocked down the living room wall. We've got like a bigger...
It is all just one floor now. There are no doors to anywhere else. You can just see everything.
Exactly.
Going to the bathroom is the worst experience.
Horrible.
All right. So, well, thank you so much, Jordy, for coming on to the show. This has been hilarious, and hopefully that my audio didn't explode doing this because
I hope so as well.
Because I mean, that just means we got to record it again, and that means someone's gonna hear this. So then I'm gonna be like,
hey, no problem. And honestly, I meant what I said before. I'd love to do it again. I think you're great, and I hope that you find loads of success as well.
Well, I appreciate that. Actually, that means a lot. So.
Yeah, please keep an eye out for us because we're coming. And you mind if I do a shameless plug?
No, by all means.
We've got a subreddit, Deliver Us the Moon. We have our website, deliverusthemoon.com. On Twitter, we're Keoken, which is Keoken, sorry. We're on there, and please check us out. We stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on Twitch at Keoken Interactive. You can find us there. We're everywhere. We're trying our best. We're a tiny company trying to shout at the world. It can be difficult, but because of good people like you, it helps get the word out about us as well.
Yes, some good people.
Definitely.
So yeah, deliverusthemoon.com. If you go to their press page, you can find every single link that he is talking about, and I will also put a link to the game as well. I thought I saw it on Steam, but I'll just I'll put a link for it, and then when the game finally shows up for sale, then I will put that up as well.
Awesome.
So we will be good to go. But once again, thank you so much for coming on. This has been interesting. Great.
Thanks for having me.
It's been great and interesting. So thank you so much. And just to let everybody out there know, Gamer Weekly is now on multiple things. Yay! We're finally getting into this century of actually doing a podcast. So we are now on Podcast Addict. When you search for something, just include iTunes, and then you'll find us right there. If you go onto SoundCloud, I'm also there as well. Follow it. Tell your friends about it. And then also it's on Gatchet.tv. So, yeah, that's it. Once again, Jordy, thank you so much. And if you guys enjoyed the show, listen to more episodes because it is fantastic. And I put a lot of hard work into it.
He does. Yes. He definitely does.
He definitely. Thank you. Goodbye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.